Hello and welcome back to World of Warships. Now, last time I did a game of World of Warships, or a video on World of Warships, we were at the British Tier 7 cruiser, the Fiji. And now I'm back. I've been playing a few games of World of Warships. I moved up to the Edinburgh. Now, when moving from the the Fiji to the Edinburgh, I realised there wouldn't be a huge amount of difference in the ships. The guns are the same, the caliber is the same, 3 guns in 4 turrets. The only difference is with the guns is actually comes in the secondaries. Now we have 3 secondaries rather than just the 2 as found on the Fiji. If we look at the modules, the propulsion is the same. As I say, battery is the same, 152mm with only firing armor piercing. The hull, the hit points is roughly the same. The torpedoes at the beginning is about the same. The fire control system is about the same, with the upgrade being about the same. In fact, the only thing you can upgrade properly is the torpedoes. You get 2 extra range on that, but you do get a decrease in damage, which is opposite of the Fiji. You can upgrade the damage but not the range. And you can eventually upgrade the hull as well, which gives you 4,600 hit points. However, this thing is still as squishy as the Fiji. This was a British town class cruiser, which does mean it did have the slightly improved belt there, belt armor. But unlike the Neptune and the Minotaur above that, it does still have the lower citadel, so it is slightly harder rather to citadel this thing than the later cruisers, but this is made of paper still. It will get absolutely annihilated by the battleships and even other heavier cruisers like the Pensacola, for example. That's always quite good at penetrating this thing, and even other cruisers as well, down at tier 6. It will have no problem. The propulsion system is fantastic. Like in all the British cruisers, this thing can accelerate all the way up to its top speed of just over 32.5 knots, even in a full tight turn, which gets you in a huge amount of spots. Although, as you'll find later on in the video, it still doesn't get you out of a horrible situation if you run yourself aground. You'll find out if you keep watching. But this thing has been making me a huge amount of credits as well. I'm getting over, on average, over 3,000 credits per game. My last one where I'll show you where we lost, I ended up getting a huge amount of credits, just because this thing is very, very good at dealing a lot of damage to higher tiers. And in World of Warships, if you damage a tiers above you, that gives you more XP than, let's say, damaging something at tier 6 or tier 5 or tier 7, because obviously this is a tier 8. Now this is one of the things to bear in mind with the Edinburgh. That big jump up in tiers from tier 7 to tier 8 means you'll be going up against tier 10s, tier 9s, again tier 8s, and then obviously tier 7s and tier 6s, depending on how the matchmaking works. In games where you're up against sort of tier 8s, tier 9s and tier 10s, this thing will get absolutely melted by a lot of the battleships, even cruisers, and I mean, this thing is actually quite good at evading destroyers. One thing you can do on this ship that you couldn't do on the Fiji is swap this out for surveillance radar. In fact, I don't believe you could swap it out for surveillance radar. We can just double check that. Smoke. No. Yes, this thing does allow you to get surveillance radar, which means you can go destroyer hunting, which is again something this thing does very, very well. If you know about the type of ammunition fired from this, although we're only stuck with armor piercing, this isn't standard armor piercing. It does have a shortened fuse on it, which makes over penetrations much harder, or less likely, I should say, on light cruisers, on very lightly armoured areas, and for destroyers especially. And especially with so many guns on this thing, you can quite efficiently go hunting for destroyers, and that's why I end up destroying, as you'll see later on. The other thing to say about the ship is unlike the American cruisers, for example, AA defense is relatively poor, 42. These things aren't particularly powerful. I don't shoot down many of the guns. Many aircraft. Unfortunately, with this thing, when you're up against higher tier, aircraft, they come in so quickly that I just don't have a chance of seeing them anymore, or shooting them down. So sticking next to a nice American cruiser does make your life a little bit easier if you can get into a nice little escorting system. Now, this obviously in World of Warships, working out whether or not to go for a ship is quite a big investment in your own time, and so I hope this video will sort of give you an opportunity to take a look at what the Edinburgh can offer, even at the hands of a I would say pretty unskilled captain. So I hope you enjoy the gameplay. That's weird. Oh, there it is. Yes, that was strange. My camo was gone. Now, like usual, if you've ever watched one of these videos, I don't like to pick and choose battles and then just do commentary over them. I like to do my commentary as I'm making the video, which is very interesting, because if things go wrong, you can hear my actual reaction to it. Now, my tactic is we're going to try and sweep up behind and sort of go over to D. That's where I hope everyone will be going to. I'm going to hope everyone's going to sort of follow this way. Everyone's got these camos on. I did see that one had been added to my inventory, as I assume the French there was a French challenge going on. I did complete that. I managed to get a huge amount of XP from that. I managed to get over 20,000 XP just from doing that, with adding camos and whatnot. But I decided to put this one on because I liked it more, and I also had there was also a Twitch event that went on. I managed to get some Twitch Prime one as well, which is nice. It's bright and purple, but it's a bit of an eyesore, although it does add 125% XP, so it's definitely worth doing if you fancy some quick XP. So we're going to, as you can see, we were very quickly up to steam, and we're sort of, for the moment, it just feels like a big Fiji. There is some slight differences with this. You can replace the smoke for radar, which I don't believe you can get on the Fiji, which is nice if you want to go destroyer hunting. Now, of course, as this is a British cruiser, the armor piercing has a shorter fuse on it, which means it won't overpan as easy on destroyers, which means you can go destroyer hunting, and you have a lot of fast firing guns, so it is perfect if you fancy going on a line. However, there's only 2 destroyers on this game, so I felt like I've gone for the right sort of choice, going for more of a standard cruiser role. I think this is more. These ships do remind me of just massive destroyers, fast-firing turrets, very very flimsy, reasonable torpedoes. So I'm going to see. No, see, he's already, the Pensacola over there has realised his mistake, and he's sort of trying to run away. Now, we seem to have got half the enemy team this direction, so I'm hoping they'll be able to hold them off in that one. And I don't think any idiot's gone down the middle yet, because that's usually a sure sign of defeat, when half your team sort of trundle down the middle because they saw it on the YouTube video that was a great idea. Right, let's see if we can start lighting him up. If we can get into so we're 10.7 kilometers until we get spotted, so we do have a little bit of play at the moment. There is an Amagi over there. Oh. Okay, we're going to start slowing down and dropping our smoke, because that's going to happen. Okay, we're just going to look. There's a Charles Martel over there, and we've got some protection from the island to from our right. Oh, I think those are going straight. Let's see if we can citadel him from here. I don't think we will be able to. Also just going to retreat a little bit behind, see if we can get our other turrets to swing round. We lost sight now. Okay. We need that. Yeah, see, that's why I came back here, because I knew that happened. Oh, is he going to be torpedoed? Oh, that was close. Awfully close. He's getting a little bit close. I think we can just about lob it above Yep, one citadel. Let's see if we can get another one. He's dead anyway. Right, let's see if we can get this guy over there. We've got a Colorado on our right as well. I can't see the destroyer, but we've again still got the island to protect us. Come on. No. I'm hoping he'll try and turn inwards. Yeah, I think he is. Okay, so if we can start... Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of an issue because I don't want that Colorado to get shots off on us, because that would mean... And that Pensacola also has a bit of an advantage. Its guns are relatively big. It's quite good at getting lots of citadels. There is a destroyer over there, so we're just going to very gently keep changing our course, keep carrying our speed as well, which hopefully will we can keep that island between us. Now we're just going to make sure that we keep changing our course and speed, because inevitably he will be launching torpedoes at us. So I'd rather go in the opposite direction, although... Okay, let's just see if he wants to... If he wants to try his luck. Go on. Easy peasy. Thank you. Right. We've still got the island between us and everyone else. I think I gave a little bit too much lead there. That is too far. Right. Let's head back this way a little bit. And that Colorado's still keeping almost maximum distance. So I'm not too worried about that for the moment. That Charles Mattel is going for D, so I think I'm going to see if I can give him a little bit of a help. Especially as one of the destroyers has been annihilated already. No one's going down the middle, and we don't really have a points lead at the moment, so we really do need to try and get it. Let's see if we can. Come on. See if we get some hits. I must have just got a little bit short. The only downside of this ship is the fact it's quite atrocious range, which is a bit sad at them, because I would like it to have a higher range. Right, there's a Bismarck in front of us. That's good, and with a smoke screen as well. He's reversing. Oh. Okay. Our own Bismarck is steaming across. I'm just going to slow down and try and avoid him. This plunging fire will make it relatively easy to penetrate the deck armour. There you go, got 3,000. We lob it over the... Oh, I think we just about lob it over. He can citadel us though really easily with those guns. Yeah, that... I have a feeling there is someone trying to steam down the very middle. And there is a cruiser over there, but let's see if we can just give him a little bit of help. I just want to bring my turrets around. Right, they should be alright for the moment. Let's just bring our turrets around. Definitely got some hits off. Yeah, so that Bismarck is certainly trying its luck to come down the middle, which should be entertaining because Yeah, there's torpedoes going down there as well. Let's see if we can give them a little bit of a helping hand, especially as they're all falling back to come through the middle. I don't, however, want to get annihilated by those big guns on that battleship, because that will, unfortunately, citadel us instantly. It could even one hit kill. Don't want a devastating strike, that would be most unfortunate. There's a shores there. Let's see. Now, it's right in the middle of the ship. So we're going to see if we can just drop one, drop a spread, and then bugger off. That's the cunning plan. Thank you. That's kind of my fault. Okay, I think he's going to try and... Yep. Okay.
Smoke screen set.
Come on. Come on, let's try and pull him out. Come on. I think he's just going to get in front. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, got them all with all three. Bloody hell. Got someone. 55,000 damage. Okay. This is a nice thing about these British ones. This is scary. I want to try and get this just to the point. Okay, that is it. That's our one launch. Whoa.
Problem solved, sir.
This is fun. Ah, that's a little bit of an issue. We're going okay. Okay. I think we fucked. I think we fucked up. I think we fucked up. It's gonna hurt. Oh, not too bad. Come on, one, and go. If we don't look, they can't kill us. Ah! Fuck. That Bismarck has ridiculous range. Shit. 10, 7, 6, 5, for repair. Oh no! Oh. That was unfortunate. We were so close. If I hadn't run myself aground, I think we'd have won that. Well, let's see what happens at the end. Let's see how many XP we get. Right, so that unfortunately we ended up losing unfortunately we ended up losing that game. That was actually quite a ridiculous ending. The two of our battleships ended up colliding with two of the enemy battleships, and obviously because the enemies were lower on health, and so they took us out rather easily, and ended up stealing the match there. There was a fantastic play from one of the enemy destroyers who did a fantastic job, but I'd like to show you what I mean about the massive amount of XP I'm getting. So this was defeat. We did. Here we go. I only got I got 1,000 base XP and 6,000 regular XP and nearly 2,000 free XP as well, with 196,000 credits. So I'd like to. That's what I think my main conclusion about the Edinburgh is. It's at the moment it's making me a huge amount of XP and free XP, and I'm just really enjoying it, no matter whether I win or lose. The problem with World of Warships is you win, you win about 1 and then you lose about 5 before you end up winning another one. So I'm not, this ship is fantastic so far for making me money. I mean, unfortunately, I have to get 173,000 in order to get Neptune, and then I get 28,000 until it reach the next hull, which we will enjoy doing. But yeah, that's what I think my first this is my, I think, 3rd game in the Edinburgh so far. I'm just really enjoying using it. It doesn't matter if I win or lose or not. It's just, this is all my first impressions of it. And I hope this sort of shows you that you should be working, this is definitely a line of cruisers you should be considering working towards. Unfortunately, with World of Warships, is one of those games where you have to grind in order to get somewhere. But I think this so far is definitely worth grinding for. It not only is it a pretty good looking ship as well, it's a little bit different to your usual stuff. This is definitely not an easy ship to captain. This is a massive learning curve on how to use it. I think as long as you don't crash into an island, you can use your concealability, speed, and whatever. And hindsight is a wonderful thing. In the last game, for example, I probably should have dropped my smoke behind me in order to run away. But there you go. Proper captain now as well and everything. So when I continue playing down, I should have everything back up to speed. But I do hope you enjoy this video. Even if there are so many videos out there of people doing these amazing wins, sometimes it's nice to remind everyone that although the most of the games you put up you winning, you lose a huge amount as well, and losing is just part of the game. And if you can get a huge amount of XP out of it, then it's even better. Ooh, I'm going to open a crate. Let's see what's in this crate. I always like to try my luck. What's it going to give me? Usually gives me absolutely nothing at all. Oh, there we go. Minus 5% reload time. I will probably not use that because I always forget to put things on my ship. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. I can't seem to get this off. Please get off. Thank you. And tune in next time. And I'll probably put up a few more games anyway of this thing, just because I really enjoy doing it, and it seems to be quite popular. But anyway, tune in next time, and goodbye.